You're listening to Getting Real with Réal Andrews and Alex Urbina right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Don't forget to download your free AM 1220 KHTS app so you can take us with you anywhere, 24/7, 365. We got an amazing show today with the real heroes. We've been working together for the past 3 months. You're going to hear some amazing testimonies. You're going to hear how they did it, struggles, tribulations. So if you want to give a shout out, you got questions of your own, we'd love to hear from you at 661-298-5487. That's 661-298-5487. And we're also periscoping today, so we're going to see how that goes. So I'll be watching the scene if I can answer any questions there. My name is Réal Andrews, and I am your host. I'm a fitness professional. I've owned 3 of my own gyms over the past 33 years now. I'm getting old. I've been doing this a long time. But along the way, I found that what I was really passionate about was helping people to, get out of the box, to believe in themselves, to do more than they thought that they could do, and to motivate people. And recently I ran into an amazing man named Alex Urbina. Together I really think we're the 1-2 punch. Alex, tell us a little bit about what you bring to the table.
My job is to help people get from where they are to where they want to be, help them develop some emotional intelligence and do the work that's needed inside of themselves, really help them create the kind of being that they need to be to create, whatever result that they're looking for.
That's so, and because I got my Superman shirt on today, it's kind of like we're like a superhero together. Like maybe we should get like a.
Well, you call it the 1-2 punch combination, but you forgot the bob and weave. You got to put the bob and weave in there too.
What about the? What's that one called?
We call that the Matrix.
The Matrix?
Yeah, you just
dodge stuff?
You just roll with things, and you don't resist anything. You just kind of roll with the punches.
Nice.
You know a little bit about that. You teach boxing. You know how to roll with some punches.
No, I was one of those guys. I just take the punch.
Oh, you just absorb it, and then get you mad, and then come back.
And I just knock you out. 1-2 punch.
So we'll see how that's working in your life.
All right. Well, listen, I broke my 2 fronts. Listen, we have a really exciting show today. In the studio with us today, we have the real heroes. We got Andrew Delgado. We got Tom Nobili. We got Kyle Jellings. They're actually, they work here at KHTS, but when I started the show, Jerry had a vision, which I loved. She said, what about getting, some of my employees in shape? And, I walked around the studio, I talked to several people, and these are the ones that decided they were ready to take back control of their life.
So did you just walk around the office and just pick everyone that was eating a burger for lunch and say, hey, meet me in the back and you're going to start working out?
Well, it wasn't really the burgers that they were eating. I was watching them. You taught me to watch people. I was looking for certain characteristics. And I saw the characteristics in these 3 that I don't see anymore. Like they were, Kyle did used to eat hamburgers a lot.
Yeah.
A lot?
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Yeah? What about, I think Andrew had 1 or 2?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, easy.
Tom?
Oh, yeah.
Tom?
So are we talking about double-doubles or 4x4s?
No, double-doubles.
Oh, man.
Double-doubles.
Yeah, double-doubles. Maybe 2 double-doubles?
2 double-doubles.
Could you put down a 4x4, though?
I never had. Well, I got 2 double-doubles and it might have.
You got 2 double-doubles?
Oh, easy.
What about fries? How many fries did you get?
Oh, just 1, but I mean.
You would eat 2 double-doubles?
Hey, that's where I was at. That's honest. That's where I was at.
Can you do it now?
I'm sure I could. Do I want to? And will I? No, absolutely.
You know what's amazing for me, Réal, is that through this journey of working on my physical well-being, outside the journey, you can't see some things that you can see when you jump in. We just dive in. But after I dove in, and in that process, I started to realize how much food we get served at restaurants. And I couldn't see it before from the outside looking in, but from the inside looking out and actually making a commitment to work out, you start to see these portions that seem to be absurd. I mean, we're getting these plates, and it's like it could feed 3 or 4 people, and it justifies paying, or charging you $15-$20 for a plate. The other day I was watching a show with that Adam. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. He does like a challenge.
Challenges, right?
Yeah, he does the eating challenge, and I don't know. Before, when I watched it, it was kind of entertaining. Now I watch it, and it's I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like abusive, I think.
Yeah, I agree. All those shows I think are wrong, especially when. Let's jump right in. I want to hear. So, Andrew, where were you?
At the beginning of this, I weighed at my most. When I looked at the scale, I thought it was wrong. That hit me in the face, really. because I thought I was fine. I was living my life like, yeah, there's nothing wrong. Like, yeah, I'm a big guy, but there's nothing wrong. But I was at 390, and that's the most I've ever weighed in my life at all. That's it right there. And 3 months later, I am down 350, so I'm down 40 pounds.
Woo!
Yeah.
Awesome. Good job. How many inches?
40 to go along with those 40 pounds. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's a couple shirt sizes. So I'm going shopping now.
Yeah, you got your brand new Bellacore 2X, right?
I did 2X. I haven't seen 2X in forever.
Nice.
So yeah, it's nice.
Awesome.
I'm digging it.
Now, Tom, tell us where you were and where you are now.
I also was at the heaviest I ever was. I hit 380, and I have lost 45 pounds, and I am down to 335.
Awesome. Woohoo! How many inches?
40 inches also, yes.
That's great. Nice. Now, Kyle over there, where were you and where are you now?
I was at 233, which was the point where I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, I didn't think, because that was like the point where I looked at that and I was like, man, that's what, like, when I was in high school, what the offensive lineman weighed when I was in high school, right? And so I was like, man, I can't believe I did this to myself. But now I'm at 204. So I weighed myself this morning. I was at 204.
Nice.
So,
what's that? 29 pounds.
29 pounds.
There it is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So feeling good. Feeling really good.
Now, one thing I want to talk about, because it's big and people get afraid to do it. We had a goal. We had different goals. Kyle, you had a goal of 30 pounds.
30 pounds. Yeah.
We missed it per se by 1 pound, but you had a goal of 40 pounds. You hit it. You got it.
I hit it.
You had a goal of 50 pounds. We missed it per se by 5 pounds, but. Do we feel bad that we missed those goals?
No, not at all.
No, not even close. No, because we're not done. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, just because this journey's over, that 5 pounds, that 1 pound, yeah, we're gonna get it next week when we continue. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't over.
So when you say this isn't over, Andrew, what does that look like to you? This isn't over.
This isn't over. I'm not going back to what I once was. Like, I'm not saying this was an experience, because that's what happened before with my diets. I'd always, lose 10, 20 pounds, feel good, and then be like, okay, that was cool, and then regress back. But now having this and just going over that 20 pounds, going to 40 now, I'm like, okay, my next goal is 50. That's 10 pounds away. Okay, now another 10 pounds. And just for the rest of my life, just so I can live the rest of my life. So that's what it's looking like.
And I was the same way. It was always like 10 pounds lost and then 20 gained. It was like, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And this is the first time in a long time since I was a kid that I actually have stuck with it. And it's been amazing, and I'm not going to stop. It's too addictive right now.
Tom's seriously like addicted to it. Like he has an addiction to this, because he's like, nah, I'm not gonna go work out. There's no way I'm working out on Christmas Eve or whatever day it was. And I was like, Tom, how was the workout? Oh, he's like, yeah, it was great. I went.
Tom, he shows up in the morning now like this little kid. He's got this smile on his face. He's got his little red bottle. He's like, hey, coach. What's up? It's amazing. But now, so this is great. We say, that we're not going back, but my question to you is, what's different? Why? Why do you feel? Because I believe you, but I want to know what's different that you're here now that we're not going back.
Well, my mindset going into this and working out was it's too hard. It's I can't obtain losing that weight at all. But going in, what Alex said earlier, which is once you're in it, it looks completely different. From the outside, it looks too hard. I'm not even going to do it. But now I'm not saying it's easy, but it's obtainable. You can do it. And that's where I'm at.
For me, it was my kids. That was the biggest difference. Was when we first started this, my wife was due. We started October 1st, I think, right? It's something like that. And my wife was due at the end of the month with our third kid, and I was trying to keep up with. She had some stuff with the pregnancy where she couldn't pick up the kids and stuff. So it was a situation where I was like, man, I gotta keep up with. I'm outnumbered now. I'm switching from a man-to-man to a zone defense, so I need to like be able to keep up with my family. Moving forward, because it's not like they're getting less active. You know what I mean? Even if whatever they end up doing, whether it's a dance class or whatever, team sports or whatever, they're not getting less active moving forward. So they're just going to get more energy. And my son's insane. He's got endless amounts of energy already. So, and it's only going to get more. And I remember being a teenager, I could stay up for like 24 hours straight and not do, and I got to be able to keep up with that. And that was the biggest difference for me.
And for me, it's the same thing. I mean, I have a lot at stake. I'm not a young guy anymore, and I have a family, and I want to be around for them for a long time. And I think one of the things that really got me, I know, Kyle was joking, and I'm kind of addicted to the exercise and everything. I've developed some really great, almost like a family, of support. Here at the gym, it's been amazing, and we all work off each other, and it's we motivate each other, inspire. And it's been, it's just, you want to go back the next day, and it's great.
No, I hate to be the spoiler alert, but that's part of my job, is to really open up other possibilities. And, if you really ask all of us if we've been down this road before, or we don't hold ourselves accountable, and I'll speak for myself first, I gotta really remind myself to stick with what's working. I think what human beings do is we figure out a magical formula, and then somehow we think, I got this. But we don't realize that the I got this has got me to the point where I don't want to be. And sometimes the magical formula, which is either getting yourself a coach or having someone to hold you accountable, or an accountability buddy, or a team, or some kind of a system that was working. A lot of times, from my experience working with people and human development, we abandon what's working. And that's one of my fears, is that either whether it's myself or one of you guys, because I care about you guys, that we're not going to continue to hold ourselves accountable and stop working the system that actually works. And that system is to make a commitment and have somebody commit to you, so you guys can hold each other accountable to create those results. And I don't want to brush over it. And I'm excited for all the declarations, but I also know human beings, and I know characteristics and behavior patterns, and it's common where people say, I've seen the light, I got the awakening, and now things are going to be different, and then all of a sudden we stop working the program that was working.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, Alex. One of the things I noticed, that I've learned from working with you as I'm getting ready for another January 1st New Year's resolution, and we've got this amazing challenge that we're all doing, but I'm having these people come to me, and some of them they've come before, and it's interesting how people will come to you for help, and I never recognized this before, but I see it now because you pointed it out. They come to me and say, yes, I put on 80 pounds, I put on 50 pounds, I put on 30 pounds, I need to lose my weight, so what do you got, coach? Well, here's what I got. Well, that sounds good, so I'm going to do that and that part of it, but I got this covered because I'm going to do this. They come with this stuff, and they're not even listening to what they're saying. And now that I see that's so important, and the one thing and we're going to talk more about that in a second, but one thing that with what Alex was talking about that I like, but that's because we were a tight group, I do notice in the bigger challenges that I've done, most people, and I wouldn't have let it happen, you guys didn't bring it up, so I'm proud of you, but they always go into these challenges, okay, 90-day challenge, and the whole time in the challenge, they're talking about, man, as soon as I'm done with this, man, I can't wait to go out and just pig out. I'm going to go get all my favorite food and they're like, that's their motivation, that they're setting themselves up, so they're setting themselves up for failure. So I want to think about, we're going to take a break, we're going to come back in a second, but I want to talk about that because I don't want to overdo that. I want to talk about what specific tools can we put into play right here, starting here, and then people out there could maybe put some of those tools into their life to make sure that they do stay accountable. So anyways, listen guys, you are listening to Getting Real on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We'll be back with some more great weight loss tips and how you can get successful in 2016.